Well, hello there, this is Doug, aka the W format here with the video. Today in this video, I'll be providing my opinions on WrestleMania 41 that will happen this later this evening and this Sunday. So here I have the Wikipedia pulled up to check all the matches, give my opinions on who I think will win, who I want to win. Okay, let me see. I have the WrestleMania thing pulled up here, so I'm gonna go through all the matches. So I originally was gonna split this in two, but I feel like I won't have time for that. So I just decided that I'm just going to tackle all of WrestleMania nights one and two in this, and give my unscripted opinion on each and every match, starting from night one to night two. First, I'll be giving the background of these matches, and then I'll give my thoughts. So first I'll tell you the matches on night one. So night one we have Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Next we have the Warriors versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championship. They have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Then we have Jade Gargill versus Naomi. Then we have LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Then we have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. And then we have the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for complete night one. On night two, we have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Then we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie, tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Then we have AJ Styles versus the Maverick, Logan Paul. And then we have Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio, a fair four match for the Intercontinental Championship. They have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in the Sin City Street Fight. Then we have Randy Orton versus who knows in an open challenge match. And finally, we have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed W Championship. So let's break down these matches and have fun. So first, we have. I assume this is opening the match. Oh yeah, they said it was opening. It was opening night one. It's Gunther versus Jey Uso. So let's look at the backstory if I can find it. Hold on. So here, so at Saturday night's main event, Gunther defeated Jey Uso to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Uso then won the Women's Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble the following week, earning a World Championship match for his choice at WrestleMania 41. While not making the official decision, Uso commended Gunther on the following Raw. And Gunther stated that Uso should choose SmackDown's World Champion because he already defeated Uso and instead deserves the sorry guys, give me a moment. To defend the title against someone like John Cena. After making an appearance on that week's SmackDown, Uso opened the February 10th episode of Raw, where he was attacked by Gunther. Uso I can't read. Successfully decided he would challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 41. The match was later made for night one. Okay, so to break this down, gotta hydrate. So we got Uso versus Gunther. So far, let's see who I think would win. I mean, it's gotta be Jey Uso. Uso has been popular as of late. For me, I never quite understand why Jey is so popular. I mean, I get the yeet, like it's infectious, but I never quite like. I could be wrong. I might get heat for this, but I never quite understood why Jey is so popular. I'm not like I don't. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding yet. Like somebody explain to me or let me know in the comments why people like Jey so much. I mean, the yeet thing is kind of cool. I've always liked Jey, but I don't understand why. Like I don't see him as main event material, even though he calls himself main event Jey Uso. I just don't. I don't know. Like I said, like you can let me know in the comments. That's just my opinion. Don't hate me, but they've got so who I want to win. Let me see. I think I gotta give it to Jey because I'm tired. Gunther has been like a rampage for a while, and he's doing pretty good, but he's never haven't lost in a while. Who I think will win with Uso, but honestly, I would rather have Gunther win because like I said, like I'm not that big of a fan of Jey Uso, and I just don't see Jey being World Heavyweight Champion material. I'm sorry, yeah, sorry, no yeet for me, but I just don't see Jey. But I'm pretty sure he's going to win. Like he has to. He's been way too like big enough for him not to win. So that's my Gunther versus Jey Uso take. Now let me see who's the next match. I gotta go back and forth. The next match is the Warriors versus the New Day. Let's see if I can find the synopsis. And oh no, it's gotta be here. Yeah, it's here. After removing Big E from the New Day on December 24 episode of Raw, Kofi and Xavier Woods set their sights on the World Tag Team Championship held by the War Raiders. During a title match between the two teams on the April 7th episode, Woods attempted to hit Eric with a steel chair. However, the referee saw Eric and rarely hit Woods with the chair instead. Thus, the New Day won by disqualification. But since the champions do not change hands via disqualification on count unless stimulated, the War Raiders remain champions. After the match, the New Day attacked the War Raiders, only to be stopped by W officials. On April 11th, General Manager Adam Pearce announced the Warriors would defend the World Tag Team Championship against the New Day in a rematch at WrestleMania 41. The match was later confirmed for night one. Okay, so the Warriors versus the New Day. I can't say I much care for either of these teams or either of these matches. I've never been. I've always. I think the New Day has definitely gotten better after removing Big E. No offense, because I mean Big E couldn't like do much anyway because it was gone. But then the New Day has been like I said, I don't care much for this match. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. They got the WrestleMania moment, but like, I wasn't a fan of the Warriors to begin with. But Kofi and Xavier has definitely made themselves well known, and nobody likes them for what they did to Big E. So, who I think will win? It'll probably be the War Raiders, maybe. Cause I don't, who I want to win is the New Day. Like the New Day, it's been a while since they had a champion. At first, I used to hate them having the tag titles, and now I kind of like Xavier made a point. Like they're 12-time tag team champions. Like it feels weird for them not to be champions. Like you might not like it, but it feels weird for them not to. You're so used to them having the belts that like it feels weird without them having it. As far as the Warriors go, I mean, I'm glad they got back a few months ago after that disastrous Viking stuff. By the way, whatever happened to Val? Like, just out of character, it has nothing to do with WrestleMania, but I just wonder whatever happened to Valhalla. I haven't heard from Valhalla in like a year. I don't know what happened to that. They just kind of dropped that whole storyline. But I guess because Eric got injured, so Ivar's been doing it himself, and they just dropped it, and now the War Raiders are back. So anyway, that's the War Raiders versus the New Day. Like I said, I mean, I have no other way to say this. I wasn't a fan of this match to begin with. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Next we have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. We have the King of Mystery versus the Giant American. So let's look at the backstory here. No. Yeah, here we go. Throughout the late 2024 and early 25, Chad Gable went on a losing streak against several luchadors. Gable subsequently took a sabbatical from WWE to solve his lucha libre problems. On the March 10th episode of Raw, an identified luchador with an American style mask resembling Gable's faction American Made caught the Latino World Order from Mysterio a tag team match. Gable denied that he was the luchador in question. The match was named El Grande Americano, then defeated Lee in his debut match on the 24th episode. 2 weeks later, Americano American Made and the Creed Brothers defeated the LWO in a six-man match. After that night, we put a piece of metal in Americano's mouth using a sleeve. Later that night, Mysterio said that Americano made a mockery of the eye and the tradition of Lucha Libre and requested a match against him. George and Adam Peace accepted, allowing Mysterio to choose play. He chose WrestleMania 41. Match was made for night one. Okay, so when Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Now, this I've actually been looking forward to. So, sorry if I'm taking a lot of water. It's just hard for me to talk sometimes. I have like breathing issues, so it takes me a while. So I have to pause for a while. So sorry about that. Sorry. Anyway, Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Let me see. This should be a good match. We got Lucha Libre styles, all kinds. I've been loving Americano's work lately. And this is El Grande Americano, not Chad Gable. El Grande Americano has been doing a great job. I don't know why people think El Grande is Chad Gable. I don't know why. Like he's obviously not Chad Gable, guys. Come on, he's not that big. I mean, Chad's a short guy. Like it's totally El Grande. This is his debut match at WrestleMania. So who I want to win, I have to give to El Grande. I mean, this should be a good match. Ray doesn't get nothing by being an El Grande Americano. It just be like another match for Ray. That's why Americano it can make him more like say that he can finally beat Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. I think this is his first singles. I think this is El Americano's first singles match at WrestleMania. I believe. Yeah, so this is good for his career. I think this should be a good match. We have a lot of lucha libre styles. Sorry for the pauses. If the pauses bother you, I'm sorry. But Rey Mysterio versus El Americano should be a good match. And I guess that's all I have to say about that. The next match is Che Gargo versus Naomi. Oh, it's right here. Cool. On November 22, 24 episode of SmackDown, Che Gargo was found attacked by an unknown assailant in the parking lot and was unable to compete in the foreseeable future. During Gargo's absence, Naomi volunteered to replace Gargo as one half of the women's tag team champions alongside Bianca Belair. Naomi and Belair also launched their own investigation to attack on Gargo. They seemed to let Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attack Gargo and agreed to defend the championship against them on the February 24 episode of Raw, where they lost the title. Bayley and Naomi then qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber match at the namesake event. However, before the match began, Gargo made a return and viciously attacked Naomi, who was deemed medically unable to compete in the match. On the final day of SmackDown, Naomi revealed the truth that she was Gargo's attacker and regretted not doing it sooner. That's turning heel for the first time since 2016. Bears have firmly walked out on Naomi in their partnership. On the following weeks, Gargo and Naomi continuously attacked each other. Each of SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis scheduled a match between them at WrestleMania 41. The match was later confirmed for night one. So Che Gargo was Naomi. So this is like kind of more interesting. So this would be Che Gargo's debut match, singles match anyway. Well, actually, I think it'll be Che Gargo's and Naomi's singles debut match at WrestleMania. So this should be a hard hitting match. Che Gargo has been doing pretty well ever since she debuted over like a year ago. And Naomi has constantly been kind of. I'm kind of like the change in Naomi. It's about time she's been more aggressive, like more aggressive lately. So this should be a very good match. Jake Gargo has improved a lot lately, and Naomi's just hitting her stride. So I'm looking forward to it. This is actually a match I'm looking forward to. Who I want to win is Naomi, because like I said, I've been liking Naomi's work lately. But who I think is gonna win is most likely Jade. Like I feel like Jade needs this win more than Naomi because Jade needs to like build herself up and make herself a more foreseeable superstar in the future. And then a win like this will help her gain momentum for future matches. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta do something. Okay, that's good. And that's what I have to say about that. The next match. Next match is LNA versus Jacob Fatu. After LNA regained the United States Championship on March 7th episode of SmackDown, several wrestlers stated their intention to challenge Knight for the title, including the Bloodline's Jacob Fatu. On the March 21st episode, Braun Strowman, who has been a born rival with the Bloodline for the past few months, defeated Fatu via disqualification at the Sakura and Tama attacked Strowman, who has a result in the title match against Knight that was scheduled for the following week. And ended in no contest, the Fatu attacked both Knight and Strowman. And the episode Apple 4 episode, Fatu defeated Strowman in the Last Stand match on the United States Championship against Knight at WrestleMania. The match was later confirmed for night one. So LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Man, I can't say I much care for this match either. I was never a big fan of LA Knight to begin with. I just never. I like the LA Knight, yeah, champ, but other than that, they had not much going for him as of late. As for Jacob Fatu, this is actually a good opportunity for Jacob Fatu to demonstrate he's been distancing himself for the Bloodline ever since they lost, ever since Solo lost to Alapala. So this could be a good try for the Bloodline. Who I want to win is Jacob. Like this would be interesting. Who I want to win and who I think will probably be Jacob because Jacob gets the most out of this. Ellen Knight beating Jacob Fatu gets nothing out of this. But Jacob not only gets his WrestleMania debut, which is his WrestleMania debut, but he also gets his I think his second championship because he's a former tag team champion. He gets his first single title, and that will give the Bloodline like more leverage ever since they haven't been as powerful as late since Solo lost to Alapala in the first place. So this should be an interesting match. This match I'm looking forward to. And it's on night one, so it should be later tonight. So look forward to that. Next match is Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. If I can find it, hold on. Yeah, I have to look you up if you're wondering why I'm scrolling down. I cannot find it. Where is it? Oh no, here it is. It's so short. I missed it. At the Royal Rumble, SmackDown Charlotte Flair won the Royal Rumble's match, earning a World Championship match of her choice at WrestleMania 41. Flair simply appeared on the finals of the Raw, NXT, and SmackDown on front each brand's respective champions, for finally choosing to challenge Tiffany Stratton for SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. The match was confirmed for night one. Okay, so this I've actually been looking forward to. Like, Tiffany versus Charlotte. After what's been going on, it's definitely gotten heat. That's like whether that was a work shoot or not during that episode of SmackDown, it's definitely got me interested. I mean, Charlotte's gonna be Charlotte, so of course she's gonna be. This is gonna be her like how many WrestleMania? I don't remember. Has Charlotte ever won that WrestleMania? I know this is. Wait, hold on. Let me backtrack. First off, this is gonna be. I think this is Tiffany's first WrestleMania. I could be wrong. I have to double check. But this is Tiffany's WrestleMania debut. Maybe debut, but I gotta double check. And she'll be defending against Charlotte. Sorry, like I said, it's hard to talk for a long period of time. I'm sorry for the coughing fit. But as far as who I want to win, I gotta give it to Tiffany. Like Charlotte does not need to win. Like we don't need we don't need another championship Charlotte. Okay, I like Charlotte, I really do, but she does not need another championship. And Tiffany has been doing well as the SmackDown Women's Champion. So this should be an interesting match in its own right. And Tiffany gains more from beating Charlotte at WrestleMania. And this do her career. Charlotte gains nothing from beating Tiffany. But if I know WWE like I know it did, they're most likely going to pick Charlotte. Like who I think is going to win is probably Charlotte because they just like doing that. Who I want to win is definitely Tiffy because it is Tiffy time. Like Flair's had a moment. It's Tiffy time. It's Tiffy time. Anyway, last but not, I think the last but not least is Roman Reigns for the CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Okay. Oh no, it should be up here. Yeah, here it is. So, upon CM Punk's return to WWE as Survivor Series War Game in November 2023, he immediately became a target of Seth Rollins, unable to compete for several months. After tearing his tricep at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Punk returned from injury and had various encounters with Rollins, further enraging him. In November, Punk joined Roman Reigns' team as his fifth member at that year's Survivor Series War Game. The War Games match on behalf of his former manager Roman Reigns' special counsel Paul Heyman. Heyman owed Punk a favor for agreeing to the match, which they won. Punk became the target of Rollins once again due to Rollins' hatred of both Reigns and Punk. This culminated in a match at Raw's Netflix premiere where Punk defeated Rollins. At the Royal Rumble, Punk eliminated both Reigns and Rollins before his own elimination. Three ball at ringside where Rollins performed a 2-foot stomp on Reigns, rolling him unable to compete for the next few weeks. Punk also eliminated Rollins from the men's elimination chamber match. Following his elimination, Rollins severely performed a stomp on Punk, costing him the match. On the final episode of Raw, Punk spoke about his failure to compete in the WrestleMania main event before Braun with Rollins. They then faced each other in the following week in a steel cage match, which Rollins won after returning Reigns pulled him out of the cage to attack him as Vince for the Royal Rumble. Then raised by Heyman led to Punk in the ring. Reigns also attacked Punk. After a ball opportunity 3 men on the 21st episode of SmackDown, triple threat match was scheduled for WrestleMania 41. Following the contract signing the following week, Heyman announced that the match would be main event at WrestleMania. While grateful for finally competing in the main event at WrestleMania, Punk stated that it was not the favor he was owed from Heyman. On SmackDown edition of Episode 4, Punk revealed that his favor was that Heyman would be in his corner at WrestleMania. Much to Reigns' the match would main event night 1. Okay, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. I'm running out of water, but I have a lot to say. So first off, we have Punk's first WrestleMania. We have Punk's first WrestleMania back since he left 10 years ago. But then we have his first main event of WrestleMania. So this should be interesting. As far as Roman Reigns goes, I think this would be Roman's first match since it was Roman's 10th WrestleMania main event and Ron's third. But I think Roman's never had a match that didn't involve a championship or was a member of the Shield, as far as I can tell. I think this is his first match that didn't involve a championship or a tag team match. So this should also be interesting. I feel like Vaughn's. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like Vaughn's is the weird man out of this situation. Because I know, Vaughn's been on CM Punk's ass since he came back. And I know Punk and Vaughn's had their own issues. And Roman's got out of the match, but I don't know. It just feels like Seth is. Like, I feel like Seth. This should just be my opinion, but I feel like Seth shouldn't even be in this match. It should have just been Punk versus Roman or Punk versus Seth. Seth versus Roman, but I do like the triple threat aspect. Like, it is nice. They really do triple threats. Like, they really WWE really. Damn, I hate my. Oh god, I gotta fix this breathing. I've been trying to see a doctor for this problem for years now. But you don't care about that. Anyway, so who I think I actually generally don't know who would win. Like, I generally don't know who could win. I don't think Seth. I don't see Seth winning. Like, I'll tell you who I don't think is going to win. Seth. I don't see Seth winning because Seth doesn't get nothing out of this. Roman, I can see Roman kind of winning unless he what's it called. But Roman gets nothing either. I think I have to give this to CM Punk. I think CM Punk benefits the most out of this because, like I said, Roman and Seth doesn't get much from this win, but CM Punk gets a lot. Oh, not to mention that Heyman would be in CM Punk's corner. So that might play a factor in this match. Who knows? I don't know if Heyman would betray Roman, but hey, you never know. So anyway, I know I originally said there was gonna be I was gonna do both WrestleManias, but I'm way too tired. I cannot talk for a long period of time. I ran out of water, so I'm just gonna end it here and I'll do night 2 tomorrow. I think that'll be well. I'll try my best to do night 2 tomorrow. So this will be night 1 for now. And then night 2 then tomorrow I will do night 2. So I'm gonna end it here because my throat hurts and I ran out of water. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I know I haven't done videos in a while. I just been so busy, but I had to make sure that I at least get this out for WrestleMania. So thank you for like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Quora. Join my Discord. Check out my web novel, Steven. And all that good stuff. All that description will be in the description. All of my socials will be in the description below, so you can check that out there. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. So until that, I'll cut you off then, now, and forever. Bye.